gardener's log, my glog. This is my glog. It's May 2023. It just rained last night. Everything just feels so good. It's a cool, let's see, it's about 68 degrees. Sitting on my porch. Good morning, Ace. Sitting on my porch, having my coffee, just enjoying the fruits of my labor. And honestly, there's something that I haven't shared in the things that I've done. And one of them is that I pray over my ground. I've prayed at the four corners, or the north, south, east, and west, over this land and over the house. We anoint the house here. And it's raining right now. And I always say a little prayer. Thank God for the rain. Thank you. Thank you for the rain. I was thinking about how in Genesis it talks about the mist coming up from the bottom. How cool. But I also thank God for what happened yesterday. I'll get to that in a minute. But here's what's going on. All my stuff is planted. The trees are growing. The birds are singing. I'm not all hot and gross. But I do want to talk about what happened yesterday. So I'm doing some weeding. And I sit here and I can see I need to cut some stuff back from my fruit trees just to give it a little bit more airflow. I see things that need to be done, like I need to probably thin this out a little bit, this right here out a little bit, just to give a little bit more airflow from around my fruit trees. And this area right over here, I pulled some of the larkspur out, and I made a flower arrangement for my mom and for Mother's Day. But I was pulling out those flowers and I found the horseradish growing up underneath it. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to relieve that horseradish because it's a beautiful plant and I want to let it grow. But what happened yesterday, I was standing right here, and then I saw movement. And this always happens. I've done this so many times. And there was a copperhead coiled up right beside my foot and my hands where I was digging. And basically it was all curled up, and it was like, don't see me. Like, don't touch me, don't bother me. I'm just, doing my own thing. Well, here's my thoughts on that. Okay, so I know a lot of people will say don't kill snakes because they're part of the ecosystem and all that. Okay, my thinking is we have woods in the back, and they can live wherever they want to live, where I'm not going to be. Now, if it's a snake I know is not venomous, then it can be around. I'm not one of those people that all snakes are bad snakes. But if it's a place where I'm going to be harvesting things, like my gardens, yes, it's edible landscaping, but I have to harvest things, right? So I killed the snake, and then I was in another part really paying attention this time, hyper vigilant, hypersensitive to the fact that there was a venomous snake right next to me, and they're out and they're around, and I kind of always know that, but whenever you experience it, then you really are very sensitive to it. But this has happened to me a couple of other times where something just, that sixth sense tells you, I don't know if it's the pheromones, however you say it, or it's just movement out of the corner of my eye, just kind of subliminal. But that always happens that way. Like, I'll see something. So I was pulling some weeds in the hugel culture bed, and I saw that there was a snake in there. I killed it, and then I was a little bit shaky, and then I went on. I took a break, And then I went out and I was like, okay, I got to get some stuff in the ground. It's about to rain. And so I went on, it's kind of like get back on the horse. And so I killed another one out in Hugel too. So I don't believe it has anything to do with it being a Hugel culture bed. But that's just where I found them. They may be all over the place. And you know what? If they're out there, we have cats. And they're always in the gardens. They're always kind of scratching in there and doing their thing. And they have brought snakes up to the doorstep like a little trophy. Like, look what I found, or look what I did, and it's dead, or a mole or a vole or whatever. But they missed a few. So anyway, I just wanted to tell everybody, be careful out there and be aware. And whenever I have a big area that I need to weed, I always start from the outside. I don't go to the middle and work myself out. I go to the edge and work my way in for that reason. Because if it's just happened to me so many times. Once there was a copperhead. For us here, it's copperheads. I've never seen any, knock on wood, I've never seen any rattlesnakes. Doesn't mean they're not here. I hear about them being around here, but I've heard recently that for some reason the rattlers don't have a fully developed rattle anymore. So, I mean, rattlesnakes, anyway, it's a gross subject, but it's a real subject. So just be super careful out there. And I know that I am being more careful than I was. It's like, to be careful for snakes. People will ask me, oh, you live in the country. That's so cool. You grow your own food. That's so cool. Okay, but I have one question. Is there snakes out there where you live? And I always say, yes, there's snakes. So, yeah. So I don't know if I want to put the pictures up of the snakes. I didn't take a picture when it was alive and coiled up, but I did take a picture after I killed it and then put it, and then I sent it to my husband, like, look what I found, first one of the year. And then I sent him another picture, second one of the year. But I don't know that I want to put a picture of a dead snake on here. But anyway, y'all just be careful out there. They're out there. Talk to you guys later. I'm just enjoying this fine, soft morning. I hear Brian Buffini in my head, with this Irish lilt. What a fine, soft morning we're having this morning. Anyway, sitting out here on my porch, having my coffee, enjoying the fact that most everything is planted now. It's so beautiful. Just the order in the chaos. There's chaos everywhere, right? You've got the whole ecosystem. You've got the bugs and the butterflies and the birds and the snakes and everything's just all mixed up, and it looks, but it's just beautiful. It feels good to me. It's like I want to walk through my own botanic garden and harvest my own peppers. I can pick whichever flowers I want here, even the bluebonnets. All right, that's going to do it for this one. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye for now.